Hey everyone, I hope you guys had a good day today. I did not do a whole bunch of anything but caught up on some Grey's Anatomy and Station 19 television shows because I was like 10 episodes behind. So that was pretty nice. But other than that, Abby and I decided we were going to do some drawing tomorrow and painting in her room because we're painting her room over, so I'll keep you updated on that. That should be fun. We figured out what color we were going to do, but that's about it. So today I'm in my basement and figured I'm going to read Mr. Brown Can Moo, Can You by Dr. Seuss. Shh, don't tell Abby because she wanted to read that Llama Llama book, but she's upstairs on a video chat with her friend and I didn't want to bother her. So we'll read that when she comes and is able to do it with us. So tonight's book is Mr. Brown Can Moo, Can You? And we didn't get to read this one during Dr. Seuss week, so I figured we could read it now because it's one of my favorite Dr. Seuss. Read a lot of books, so I also watched the video from Dr. Turney today and saw a bunch of pictures of our kids in there. I saw Julia and I saw Harrison, and mine and Kenzie's FaceTime was in there. So it was so cool seeing all the pictures of everybody and what they've been doing. A bunch of teachers' pictures were in there too, so if you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and check it out. Like my hair going on here. This is the Miss Grandy I Just Don't Care, because I'm just getting on with you guys, and if you guys haven't seen my hair like this yet, well, you have. All right. Do you want to know what's funny? Is I took my glasses on the other day for, I think it was Julia, and she was like, what? So, y'all never see me without my glasses. Maybe I'll sit here and put my contacts in one day. You guys will be like, put it back on, Miss Grandy. Okay, so this is Mr. Brown Can Moo, Can You? Let's see. Oh, the wonderful sounds Mr. Brown can do. He can sound like a cow. He can go moo, moo. Can y'all go moo, moo? Oh, you can. He can sound like a bee. Mr. Brown can buzz. How about you? Can you go buzz, buzz? There's those bumblebees I sent the link on for. He can sound like a cork, pop, 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 pop. He can sound like horse feet, clop, 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 clop. Y'all ever seen a purple horse before? Oh, speaking of purple horses, because the only place I've ever seen a purple horse was in The Wizard of Oz. And I don't know if I said this to y'all before, but if you have your parents or you go onto Google and type in The Wizard of Oz, on the right-hand side of the screen, information comes up on the little box, and there's a little pair of ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz. Click on the ruby slippers and see what happens. Something will happen to your screen. Email me and tell me what happens to your screen. It's pretty cool. And then if you click on it again, something else will happen to your screen where the ruby slippers were. So do it and then tell me what happens, because I'm like fascinated by it. It's like the coolest thing ever. I went and showed all my kids in my house, my own kids. So do it and then email me and tell me what happens, because of course I'm like sidetracking here, but it made me think of the purple horse from The Wizard of Oz. So do that. Okay. He can sound like a rooster, cock-a-doodle-doo. He can sound like an owl, woo, 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 woo. How Mr. Brown can do it, how about you? He can sound like the rain, dibble, 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 dop, dibble, 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 dop, dop, dop. He can sound like a clock. He can tick, he can tock. He can sound like a hand on the door, knock, knock. And y'all tell me what time it is. That one's hard. There's no numbers there. But what time is it on that clock? If it's the hour hand, which is the smaller hand, is 1, 2. The minute hand is going straight up on the 0, 0. What time is it? You said 2 o'clock. Pat yourself on the back because you were right. Boom, 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 Mr. Brown is a wonder. Boom, 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 Mr. Brown makes thunder. He makes lightning splat, splat, splat. And it's very, very hard to make a noise like that. Mr. Brown can whisper, whisper, very soft, very high, like the soft, soft whisper of a butterfly. Maybe you can too. I think you ought to try. Oh, the wonderful sounds Mr. Brown can do. Why don't you try to do them too? Turn the page and let's review. Moo, moo, buzz, buzz, pop, pop, clop, cockle-doodle-doo, hoo, dibble, dibble, dop, tick-tock, knock, knock, boom, boom, splat, last a whisper, whisper. And that is that. The end. Whew, I need some water after that one. Okay, so do the Google thing with the Wizard of Oz. Click on the ruby slippers. And then I've heard from